Hello everyone, this is Rattue 498 and this is a 1v1 battle between myself, playing as GB, and MGL 5, who's playing as France. I decided to try out a new tactic in this, or a new build at least. The tactic didn't work, but I took 5 lights, a lot of GB foot, and no cav. My plan was basically to hold the centre and wrap around both the flanks, but as you'll see when you see my opponent's build, it just wasn't possible to do, and my opponent actually put me on a defensive. So this is my build here. This is my opponent's build. He's got 3 old guard on his left flank. He's got 2 lancers and a shooter cav behind. He's got militia in front, no lights. He's got 4 Polish, a young guard and Swiss foot, and another militia on the other side. And he's got 2 other cav over there as well, and he's got a general staff. So basically I was concerned about my right flank, his left flank. As you can see there, the flags above my lights were red just by looking at the old guard, so I was very concerned about that. The GB foot has only got a morale of 6, so probably wasn't the best idea to bring this build against a French player who's taken 3 old guard. Also he's got cav, I have no cav, so could possibly be more mobile, and basically it was very concerning, especially on my right flank. As you can see here, he brings his cav round and he moves his old guard up, and now he charges his cav in, and the old guard is still coming forward, so he's going for my lights to start with. And over on the opposite side, he's got his 2 cav there waiting to go in. So here he's brought 2 cav behind and 1 cav in front. The 1 cav's made me square, so the old guard have moved up. The lights have had to go behind the line, so now the lights have gone behind the line. And here he's charged his cav in here. I wait till the last minute to form a square so my line get a chance to shoot them. So instantly one of the cav routed from taking the shots from the line. Here I faced my lights against the cav. There's really nothing I could do about them, and the old guard in front of me and the cav behind those lights were finished. There was no way I could really have tried to save them. So basically I just turned them towards the cav to get some shots off before they got hit.
Our men are running.
Over on this side, I formed squares up and the cav died. Okay, here as you can see, my lights are now routed away. My line are routed away as well. They routed away with about 70 men, I think. So I still have to form square. He's still got a cav unit behind me. And as you see, I come out of square. And I'm going to try and pull back a little bit because I'm still in range of the old guard and I'm not going to be able to get a shot off. And just as I do that, he charges his cav back in on my far right foot unit. So I did form a square on them, so they didn't take any losses. And over here on this side now, he's got a couple of Swiss foot. He's got a Polish and a young guard over here with the militia. I've got a 42nd over there as well. So basically I'm hoping that flank will hold when I try and out micro on this side. 5's micro was actually very, very impressive. He had me working the entire game trying to reposition and everything, which is, well, a good credit to him really. He was very, very good at it. So there wasn't really a point where you could just sit and let him line on line fight. There was a constant need to constantly reposition. So I've pulled back, tried to get everything in line with each other. I'm ready to fight again. So now basically I've got rid of his cav, which was his main advantage over me the way I saw it, because he can make me square anytime he wanted to. On this flank I'm very concerned with the old guard. The centre, I know I'll be able to hold that. So over here, because the men get scared, I brought the general in behind, which ended up being a very silly mistake. But the general's there at the moment to stop them from routing. So here I've managed to get 2 units on this 1 unit of old. They get shot at pretty badly as they're trying to move into position to kill him, but basically I've got 5-foot units and 1 light on 3 old guard. Mine are depleted, his are depleted, and really, with the fear factor, if the general wasn't there, a lot of them would run pretty quickly. So the general's out at the moment. As you can see, my centre foot unit is routed. He's pulled back his old guard as he saw he was getting quite badly beaten by the 2 foot. So I'm moving my men back round on his flank. So as you can see now, the bars above my men on that side are all red. So the centre battle I'm winning pretty comfortably. This flank obviously is still a concern. My men are still getting scared, and the old guard very accurate. And I think if he'd have gone melee on me, then he would have won that flank a lot easier than trying to fight 5 lines in a line-on-line fight. So on this flank, basically, things will probably be looking pretty good for me over here as well. He's got a militia there, I believe, Swiss foot and a Polish, or a young guard, sorry. So here my light have routed and my other line have routed. One of his olds have routed, which was nice for me to see. One of the others is very heavily depleted, and one of them still got about 70 men left.
Our men are running.
So the centre battle I'm still winning. Over on this flank I've managed to rout away his Swiss. He constantly tries to flank me. But he's only flanked me with the militia, so I don't even bother repositioning to start with. So I repositioned when he brought the Polish round. And now I've still got 4 foot, sorry, and 1 light in the centre. We're doing a very good job. Got 2 foot over here. I lost my general a little while ago. I forgot to mention that, which is the problem, which is why every single one of my units now has got little red bars over the red. I get a lot of units routed away with 70, 80, 90 men now, which causes me a lot of problems. But basically, as I said earlier, I put my general behind my foot around the old guard, stopped from routing, and the old guard just shot him up. So I did say it was silly at the time, and it was silly. As you see now, men are just routing away. The red bars over their heads, but their units are still full. They've still got lots of men in their units. They're still routing. So here's general charges in. I don't form a square. For some reason, obviously not watching. And I take a few losses, not much really. I don't do too much damage. I form a square with my 42nd. And I pull my line behind the 42nd. So here I'm advancing on his 2 Polish. The lights go in first just to take the shots up, because I know if my line get hit too badly, then they're just going to run away instantly. As you can see in the background, they're running away and they're just coming straight back again as they get far enough away from the battle. So it causes me some problems, the fact that they're running away then coming back, running away and coming back. So I never really get a chance to just finish him off quickly. But that was my own silly mistake. So here my foot are doing a good job here as well. And there's another unit, French, going up here, a militia unit, which ran away. And over here he's got, I believe he's got a, what's he got over here, Polish and a young guard, I believe. With his general behind, so the youngs definitely won't rout away anytime soon. So but as you can see in the background there, more units coming back now, the ones that routed away. As I said, they've got about 70, 80, 90 men each, but they just won't hold on. They get too scared. I'm not sure why they get too scared. If you look at the bar at the bottom, it's showing that, you know, I'm completely outnumbering them, yet a lot of them are still petrified to fight this 1 unit of Polish. So I'm flanking around the Polish unit now. He 5 turns his men that were fighting my foot and turns them against the oncoming men behind. Try and kill them off first with his general as well. So my men move up behind him. As I flanked him up here. So basically I wanted to try a new tactic. The new tactic went well, out the window really as soon as I saw his build. I knew there was no way I'd be able to get around his flanks. It was going to be more of a defensive battle than an attacking one, considering I had the lights, he had no lights, so he had to push up on me. So as you can see, there's more men still running away. Coming behind, 5 selects a unit with 47 men. I think you need 48 to form a square, as I wasn't able to form a square with that one. So he picked the unit which I couldn't form a square and charged his general in on it. So this is his general in melee with my 42nd. The poor old general now is going to get shot. There he goes. So now there's 1 unit left, I believe, and I've still got quite a few GB foot floating around. The build worked well. As I said, tactics didn't work out the way I wanted to use them, but I basically split 3, made it into 3 separate forces, one with the holding force and the 2 flankers, which kind of worked in the end, I suppose, especially on the right hand side when I killed off the old guard. But that was a good game. Thank you Five for playing. It was an enjoyable game, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you.